Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
it's now time.
For that new sport.
That's right, it's time for Victor Allen's New Sports. Neil Urban look at sports. Hot, sexy, by the two-headed man.
That's wrong.
That's right, the man that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Vic. Special guest edition with Phil Perry. Yeah.
All that extra. And notice notice on my segment, there's no women.
No.
No,
They don't want
guys-
to, that
Thank
sports
you.
thing,
Wait a minute.
know.
You feel all of you guys get the women in the room, and then they leave when my section comes
Yeah,
up.
Gwen's gone. She's like had to go powder up or something.
Yeah, but she ain't gone far. She's right up there. You know, you probably whistle and get her back in here.
Oh, that's good.
You may not even have Gwenny.
She's not going to talk about sports.
Yeah, because she can see the kind of sports we do. They don't know, Vic.
I know that. And
They don't know
I
that the
gotta
kind of
explain
sports
to
we do that they can participate.
Right.
Eric's here. Come on, let's get Eric in here too.
And we gotta do it for the
Go
ladies
ahead,
too.
Oh, okay.
See
Well, we'll
you,
get him
man.
next time.
Thanks, man.
Eric McCain, everybody. Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you.
So there's stuff to talk about.
Okay,
There's a
let's
lot
just
of
go on
stuff.
and jump
I'm
into
gonna
it.
jump into. I got to hit the trending tweets right offhand,
Okay.
which are going to lead into our subjects because these are the hot topics right now for sports.
Gotcha.
First one's chiming in. Tiger Woods wins, so that means hype begins.
Right.
Hype City. We don't know how far it's going to go. That's a trending topic. The next one, this one I love. This is the one I can't wait to talk about. Floyd Mayweather's fiance tweets prison address. Now think about it. You're a woman.
I heard he got arrested in Las Vegas.
See.
I didn't hear why.
I didn't hear why. But here's the part, Mario.
I mean, you don't know. Oh,
I don't know the reason. Look, let me say this. What's more important that your fiance says, I want to tweet the address of where you are incarcerated? I'm just letting you know that's a
That's
trending
why I'm
tweet.
single.
Okay, so hold on. I still
That's why
got
I'm single.
this too. Now, the one that probably everybody's going to stay pumped for is Chris Bosh will be active for Game 5. So I think they want to close this out in 6. They want to go back to back. We're going to talk about it.
And
We're
watch
gonna
it don't
find
make
out.
a difference.
Right. Yeah. See, you don't give Chris enough. Let me
No,
stop.
I do. I just said,
all right.
remember now, my thing was that they played differently.
Yes.
And that it's that whole debate of whether or not that adjustment is more effective or not. That's all. I didn't want to
I know.
discount Chris at all.
No, I know
I
that.
just said they played differently without him.
I know that. And I
that
think it-
team was still very effective. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm not going to put you up there.
Because I don't want
trying
to. I like Chris Bosh. I'm not
letting you to but you ain't getting off the hook.
That is the
Anyway.
Kobe I talked
See, I do it. So hold on. Let me get to the other ones because the talk right now is that you got 3 people that's battling for the MVP, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think about it. I got the 3-horse race between LeBron, Durant, and Tony Parker and Spurs. That's my 3.
But it's not close.
Okay, just leave it alone. And the one that's not getting trend topics at all, the Kings.
And they're only a win away.
Isn't that incredible? I
from
want to
winning
watch
the Stanley
hockey.
Cup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which incidentally has not happened
Yes.
since Gretzky
Right.
was here.
Right. And what makes it even more important, they're breaking NHL records.
Sure.
Undefeated on the road. They can actually, if they win both games,
They'll have
done
the
it.
best road record
all-
of any
all
Stanley Cup final
And
participant in the history of the National Hockey
that's
League.
right. So
Phil,
here's
I
the-
almost feel like we don't deserve this as LA.
Oh,
I actually
wait a
feel,
minute.
as an LA person, you don't hear me say this often. I actually feel kind of disappointed, and I'm not a hockey fan, but this is such an accomplishment. I personally gonna make the efforts to see more of the stuff now, especially now.
Right.
But really, it is a little bit of an indictment on us here in LA.
What's indicted?
That we have a team. If you do this well in anything, and
Right.
I don't care what it is, you would think that we would be more in tune. I just feel guilty.
I know.
I feel
I
guilty,
agree.
like that we should give them more love for this.
But
This
now,
is a big
Mario,
deal.
you have to understand this is LA.
We don't. Yeah.
Okay, it's LA. So
Yeah.
what are you going to do? It's a West Coast hockey team in Southern California.
It's just rough, huh?
Okay,
It's just
how,
rough.
how many people here
Right.
in the state are really hockey fans anyway? I mean, there are more transplants in California than there are natives.
That's right.
So you would think that there would be more, but in the LA basin area, from a sports perspective, from an athletic perspective, we're pretty spoiled.
Oh hell yes.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes,
We're
sir.
the
Lakers?
worst. Yes. Clippers.
Dodgers,
Yes.
okay? Angels. I
Sparks.
mean, Come on now.
And
Sportz.
then college too. We get college ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Even when UCLA doesn't win, they in the news way more than 90%.
Even when USC is sanctioned and can't go to the bowl games, you still want to watch them kick somebody's tail.
That's right. That's right.
But
You know?
we need this. Let me tell you why we need it before we go into the first subject. If we didn't have some prominence on the West Coast, do you know that Southern Cali represents the whole Western United States as a collective now?
Right.
Against the East, they get more prominence, more coverage, more media time. People will tell you if the game comes out here at 7:30, a lot of people going, I'm going, it's too slow. Even the writers and broadcasters say, I'm not watching the games. It's too late when it's broadcast out back east. So
right.
we get a certain amount of biased coverage, means they don't cover it. So here's the part that I'm saying. With the Kings, I go look at what they're as the topics. You know, if there was any other team out in the West, in the
hell
East,
yeah.
they will be talking about this subject with New Jersey. If it was Detroit, if it was any team out there, they would be having splash headlines. You go to the Kings, nobody's
Right.
saying it. You know why? Because it's Southern Cal. It's
Exactly.
LA.
There's
That's
too
it.
much athleticism in too many professional sports in the Southern California basin for anybody to really be exuberantly excited about what's going on.
Right.
Now, that's not to suggest that the Kings don't deserve it.
Right.
They're
Right.
a win away from the Stanley Cup.
Right.
Which hasn't, if at the risk of being redundant, been in Los Angeles since the days of Wayne Gretzky.
Right.
So there is a reason for people to rally around the Kings, but look at the Angels. Look at the Dodgers. Okay? The Angels, I think, are in second or third place.
Yes.
The Dodgers are in first place.
Yes, I agree. I
The
agree.
Dodgers are in first place in June.
There you go, you guys. It's so wonderful here in Los Angeles.
You know what I mean, man. So it's hard for sports enthusiasts have a difficult time in the Southern California basin based on the success and history of the teams that represent us.
That's right.
True, and I understand.
All you New
I'm just
Yorkers, nah, 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 nah,
You know
nah,
what?
nah, nah, nah.
But see, it's,
I got love for New York, though. Let me just say, I don't think I'd live in New York, but I do love going there to perform. I respect all the New York professional teams,
Yes.
especially the Yankees.
Bam.
You can't.
They're historically, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, you can't.
They're the top.
Just look at the person that's the team rather that's in second place from World Championships underneath the Yankees.
Yeah.
And look at how many World Championships they have to win just to get close to the Yankees. I mean, historically, it's monumental when you think about it.
It is. And it's already
what's-
been written.
And what are the odds of somebody winning? Is it 29 or 30 or 31
Right.
world championships in one sport under 3 owners since the 1930s?
Not yeah.
3 owners since the 1930s? It's 2012.
Yeah, I
You
know.
kidding me?
No.
Right.
That's probably part of the success too, though.
And it's the insight as well.
Yeah.
The same thing we're trying to do, I'm making the attempt to do with Phil Perry TV. Steinbrenner did with New York, with the Yes Sports thing.
Yeah.
And so what ends up happening? He doesn't pull in to the Major League Baseball buyout on Fox or TBS or TNT.
Right.
Why? Because he owns YES. Therefore, he can show the Yankees games all year round, no contract, no outside leaning on him to make this a long-term thing. He doesn't have to deal with any of that. I think it was, in terms of professional sport, I think it was a brilliant thing for Steinbrenner to do. And though he's gone, and though his children have taken over, I still think that the Yankees are still going to keep climbing that ladder of success. It's part of their tradition. It's part of their lineage.
And they're already discussing whether the Steinbrenners are thinking about selling the Yankees, which is a
Really?
no-brainer. The discussion is already there.
I'm just curious what the valuation would be on
The
that.
discussion is there, but here's the thing: it's a no-win. It's a win-win. You know, the most powerful baseball organization, bar none. So it's a media it's a media profit machine, period,
Right.
regardless of who it transfers to. So it's always going to make money. Okay, let me do this because I have to hit this because I wish I had more ladies in here because I want them to chime in, but this is a Tiger Woods weekend.
El Tigre!
This is a Tiger Woods weekend.
El Tigre!
They've been riding his back. They've been riding him for a long time. They said he has hit his best days, and they're behind him. And so he comes up and wins, and now the talk about chasing Jack Nicklaus, hitting that number. Can he surpass him in tournaments, majors? And I'm going, is it a blip? Or is it?
The decline
Is
as
it-
one ages is not usually, luckily, not like this. Yeah. It usually is more of a gradual with moments. So Tiger, because I think a lot of the animosity people have toward him and the way he's played it out, he gets to go through what is otherwise a normal process in front of everyone.
Right.
Everybody has to age and change.
Right.
There's how we adapt to that as a test to our determination, our spirit, as competitive, and whether it's sports or singing,
Right.
As many artists don't sound good with time. So to me, Tiger is doing this. I said before, we all get older. You can't keep hitting homer all the time. You're not going to do it. So he's got to give way to the new guard. And I think, unfortunately, he's going to have a painful process because he's not helping it. He's making it a thing that anyone who has anything against him, it almost invites you to chant and root against him to watch it happen in public.
Yeah, but you know that I have to say though, that's why I love this win by Tiger Woods.
There you go. Talk.
And
There you
I
go.
like the win by Tiger Woods not only because of who he is, but because of what he's had to sustain through his own lack of judgment and work through to get to this win. I happen to think the polar opposite. I think this win puts him in a state of tunnel vision that we'll see this reoccurring much more frequently than we have in the last 3 years.
Oh, I definitely. Right, Vic? What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
Well, I'm saying this.
He's definitely, in other words,
He's
mentally, okay, let's give him credit. When you go, most of us have done some things that we're not proud of somewhere. We
Right.
may not want to talk about it,
Right.
but we have that.
Right.
How one comes back in the face of embarrassing yourself or doing something that you're not proud of, how one comes back from that is also a very great testimony to your spirit.
And think of the media exposure that he got for being who he is.
Yeah.
Okay, well then now look at the negative media exposure he got from a lack of sound judgment.
Right.
And having to compound playing professional golf with having to deal with the media always in your face in a negative light. That certainly takes a character that's uncommon. And the suggestion that he won this on the humbug because everybody else just had a letdown day, that just doesn't wash with me.
Oh, no.
It doesn't wash with me at all. See, like you said earlier, Mario, as careers go on, everybody's career goes south at one point or another. But consider where he started and the talent that he had, and think of where he was and how long it's taken him to snake dance through the adversity of bad decisions and still be the winner that we associate him to be.
Still very admirable, right? And he's charted a path
Yes.
and shown a level of discipline, and certainly none can. His dedication to his craft, no matter what you do, you have to admire anyone who takes that degree of dedication to their